Welcome back to Her Global Calling, where we stop settling and we start becoming. If you have ever felt like God was calling you to more, you're in the right place. I'm so glad you're here. You know, I used to think the hardest part would be like getting on the plane and actually leaving my loved ones when I left America. And looking back, the hardest part was actually months before I even booked the flight, in a hospital room in Chicago. I had moved to Chicago and I was there just a few months, and unexpectedly I became hospitalized. I'm not that one that goes to the hospital, so I was really terrified. And to be honest, I was angry too. I asked God, like, why? Why did you wait until I left South Carolina and moved where I didn't have friends like that? And I had one friend in Chicago, but that was it. And she had her own life. Like, I had more support in South Carolina. I had family in South Carolina. Like, why did you wait until I was like here for me to be sick unexpectedly and hospitalized? But when I got home, something shifted. I fell to my knees. You know, one of those boo-hoo crying, giving it all to God, praising Him, thanking Him, those types of prayers. That's the prayer I did right when I got home. And to be honest with you, I realized that I had to be alone with Him because He needed my full, undivided attention. And baby, He had it. Instantly, I started changing. My habits instantly changed. I gave up alcohol, hookah. I even became a vegan. But deeper than that, my heart started changing. I just seeked Him more and more and fell in love with Him so much more daily. Yes, I was still in pain. Yes, I was still confused, still in the unknown, and honestly, I was still a little afraid. But you know, I had peace. I had peace beyond my understanding, and that's all I needed to keep going. Looking back, I realized I was asking God to change my circumstances, but God was using my circumstances to change me. Maybe you've had a season like that too. A season that felt lonely. A season that didn't make sense. Sometimes we don't understand what God is doing while we're living it. We can't really see that until we look back. I didn't leave that season with all the answers. I left with something better. I left with peace. I stopped feeling like I had to control every step, because I learned to trust the one that I already knew where I was going. Maybe you have felt that too, where you realized that the silence wasn't empty, it was forming you. And baby, I thought healing was at the end of that chapter. It turned out to be the beginning of something entirely different. He started showing me confirmation after confirmation after that, weeks and weeks of confirmation. And I knew then something crazy was about to happen. That's a story I'll share next week. Until then, I love you and I'm praying for you.